All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be how to be consistent with music and to continually progress, whether you're advanced, intermediate, or beginner, and all while cooking up some beats. So, where the problems come from is finding the time to prioritize what you want to in your own day-to-day life. Okay, I was not expecting it to go in this direction, but sure. That's cool. And in this video, I'm just going to break down what has worked for me. I've been able to stay consistent for 266 days now. And that does not mean I've been doing it every single day. I have missed days. I'm not perfect, just like everyone else. But these are 266 days that I showed up and did the best that I could on those days. And that sort of comes into the first point. I think tracking your effort or the inputs that you're putting into something can really help with motivation. For me and the way I work, I find it really satisfying to watch that number tick up day after day after day, stack win after win after win. And it's a really good way to keep your head on straight and to feel like you're actually making progress in a game that is essentially infinite. You'll never reach the end. There is no end. But if you're like me and you're always chasing constant improvement, this is a great reminder and something I recommend you try. Keep a track of how long you've been going at it for, exactly what you've done on the day, and even perhaps how you felt, things you'd learnt, and just keeping a record, keeping track, a journal, if you will. And I think the next thing would be to break your usual routine. I know for me, I can get really stuck in a way of doing things. And when I try to ever so lightly adjust it, there's a great load of resistance. So I find completely switching things up in my head. And this could even just be one day to shift my perspective and reframe something and view it in a different light can really help to introduce this thing into your life consistently. Now, depending on where you are in your life, and this will be individual to you, this could be a big change or it could be a small incremental change. I'll use the gym as an example. Some people like to ease into it slowly. You go, you turn up, do a nice, easy, short workout for 30 minutes, and then slowly over time, week after week, without missing a day, you start to increase the intensity and you start to make it harder. And very quickly that snowballs into not doing anything, into going to the gym 5-6 days a week, training with a pretty high intensity in quite a short time frame. Now that works for some people. Other people, depending on what it is, like to go all in super quickly. To throw themselves in the deep end, rip the band-aid off, so to speak, and acclimatize that way. Now, there are pros and cons to both, and I would recommend trying both methods out to see what's best for you, but there are many different ways to skin a cat. And I guess the last thing I want to say is, if you really are struggling to stick to something, maybe just evaluating whether that thing is actually what you want to do. Like, if you find yourself having to force yourself every single day to do something that you should enjoy, like creating, then maybe that's not the thing for you. I know if I didn't enjoy making music, if I was waking up and I wasn't excited about the music I was making, or even just creating it in general, I would find it very difficult to stay consistent. And I think in the world we're living in and distraction being all around us, we need to stack as many things in our favor as we possibly can. And that does mean removing any resistance in your life, and also not wasting energy on things that aren't important to you or where you want to go. And sometimes the thing you think you want to do is actually blocking you from what you're actually here to do. And I know for me, this would be a very difficult pill to swallow. And sometimes I do yo-yo back and forth. I do question if this is what I really want to do. But then I always ask myself, like, would I rather do anything else? And the answer is always no. So if you would rather do something else, like truly in your heart, and you know that in the long term, what you're doing in your life, and this can apply to any aspect in your life, what you're doing is going to take you down a path, and that path is going to lead to a place. And if you can look down the path at least a little bit and evaluate whether you'll be happy in the place that the path is leading, whether you'll be happy there or you won't be happy there, you can use that to inform your decision and to make an educated guess. So this is a really unscripted video. I just want to kind of brain dump my thoughts on this and what's helped me. Hopefully you got some value out of that. But yeah, I would say stack small wins, try and break your regular routine to get out of a slump, and evaluate your long-term goals to make sure where you're going is actually where you want to go, and if what you're doing is on that path. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Have a good rest of your morning, day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and peace.
Maybe it's not too late, it's not too late. Why does this feel so right? Is this a fact? Yeah, maybe it's not too late.